Good afternoon. It is July 17th, 2025, and today we had a continuation of the spike in channel that started yesterday. So the price action for today starts right here, and you can see we got a buy climax. It corrected about maybe 60% before another buy climax, which also corrected about 60 to 75% before we trended higher. And then we get about a 60% correction before going higher, and then it just kept going higher for the rest of the day. So on this chart, this is the 2700 tick chart. It looks a little difficult to just buy and hold. But if you look at the higher tick time frame, 6500, it looks a little bit easier. Prices don't really gap below the EMA. They do right here, but then you get a higher low and it keeps on going. So yeah, maybe this would be a good place to take profits. Let's say you get long here. But really your plan should probably be to just take profits when you get the trend line break, and that doesn't happen. Or if you buy here, just, draw the short-term channel, and when you get a break over here, just take profits there. But anyway, we can take a look at the 2700 tick chart. So early on, you can tell the bulls are stronger than the bears, and we should take a look at the daily chart. What today was just bull follow through after the strong bull bar yesterday, which almost tested the EMA on the daily chart. So it's pretty clear the bulls are stronger. And so when you can determine that, this is a second entry long off the trend line. This kind of looks like a higher low, so I would argue for that. You could even argue for this one, this bar with a bare body. One thing to keep in mind, this is clearly a level of resistance. So when we go sideways here, you probably want to get out of your longs. And on this tick chart, we do get a break of the channel. Do you take this higher low? I don't know. It closes below the EMA. We have a break of the channel. We just had this bear leg. I don't think you should take that. You get the higher low right here. I'm not convinced yet, but maybe, this is clearly a tight bull channel. So maybe you take this higher low, even though it's got a bare body. It's got a very small bare body. And then we come up here and you get a second entry long, and I think that's a great entry. Problem is you're going into resistance right there, but this looks like a channel, a bull channel itself. So I think you'll be good for at least a scalp. And we do go higher, and this is the type of channel that you can just buy. You have to be very quick at making decisions and at taking profits, but there isn't a lot of argument for the bears in here. After this, we only get sideways movement. 2 bars with a bear body, but they're both dojis. Here you get 3 bear bodies, but they're all pretty much dojis. So the first bear bar is up here. The first strong bear bar with a big body is up here. So that'd be like the first reasonable place to get out. You get 2 legs pullback before it goes sideways, and then it bounces. And I guess you could take this higher low. It looks like a breakout pullback over this congestion, so you could argue for that one. And that is the start of the channel. You could actually, this kind of looks like it's the channel, yeah. So you get an overshoot here, and then it pulls back to the EMA, and it bounces again. So you could buy that. Clearly at this point, today is a very bullish day. Get a higher low here, but that's a little far away. And then we just go sideways for the rest of the day. So that's how it looked on the 2700 tick chart. To me, this is a little more unclear, and I think that it would be much easier on a day like today to trade this larger time frame. Just buy with a limit order at the EMA, and you would have made a lot of money. So there's one last look at the 6500. Let's take a look at the daily chart. I hope everyone had a good day. I'll be back tomorrow.